It's been quite a while since I made a smartphone review, but I thought it would make for a refreshing change to make one now. This is the HomTom HT17 Pro, another Chinese manufacturer who's attempting to undercut the big boys and provide a more affordable entry-level phablet. For €80, this is a bargain device with a larger display than you would typically expect at this price point, and it's available at the link below from GearBest. People want big screens nowadays, so it's nice to see a 5.5-inch display at a lower cost. The specs are on the lower end of the spectrum as a result. The resolution is only 720p. The processor is an MTK6737, which isn't anything amazing. There's 16GB of storage, 2GB of RAM. Running Android 6, it also includes dual SIM support. Now, I've seen other reviews of this device praising the screen quality and brightness, but I just can't agree here. The display is average at best. Colors look a little faded, but viewing angles are at least relatively consistent. It is far too reflective though. When using the phone outside, the screen is almost a mirror. When manufacturers knock the price down on a device like this and attempt to cut corners, invariably it's the cameras that suffer. It's no different here. The front camera is very poor, but the rear camera, while certainly offering accurate color representation, a flash and HDR mode, it produces photos that are far too compressed looking when you zoom in. General system performance is good though. Navigation, web browsing, and the few games that I threw at it seem to hold up pretty well, though the battery life is more on the average side of the scale, but at least the battery can be removed, so I think that's a positive. The rear fingerprint scanner is actually very good. I can't fault it. I'm normally a pattern unlock kind of guy, but this is accurate every time. It works really well. Chinese manufacturers seem to be experimenting with these custom UIs, which I don't like personally. Most people prefer stock Android, and sadly, that's not something you're getting here. This UI is not my favorite. For starters, it looks really flat, lifeless, and the colors they chose for the skin are very desaturated. Also, the app drawer is missing, so all your apps are just viewable by swiping. Everything's there. You can't hide anything from view. This seems to be kind of an attempt to emulate Apple's iOS approach. I'm not a big fan of that. Thankfully, there's some really nice features included, like HD Extender, which lets you transfer files from your phone to your PC, a Mac, another Android device, or an iOS device through Wi-Fi Direct with no web connection required. And there's also a handy power saving mode to help extend the device's battery life. As for the look and feel of the phone, well, the bezels are probably a little too thick by today's standards. As you can see, the form factor is fairly thin. The rear plastic shell does feel quite cheap, I won't lie, but the perforated edges at least give you some more grip in the hand. There's an included clear plastic cover in the box, which I really appreciate, and also a screen protector if you'd like to help reduce scratches. Overall, the HomTom HT17 Pro is a valiant effort that attempts to punch above its weight given its low price. I can recommend it only to those who can accept the usual compromises you'd expect from a sub-$100 smartphone. If you happen to own this device, let me know your experiences in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.